Welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon de Pureza, your host. You know, I have to say something funny. The reason I'm laughing is because the things that happen behind the scenes, and I often think I want to reverse my show and have it behind the scenes. It's absolutely fascinating. I love it. I have Erin O'Connell with me, and I don't pre-interview my guests, so I don't know what she does, but a little birdie told me that you are a comedian.
I am, in fact, a comedian.
Yeah, you are a comedian. Now, being a comedian in this world, as a woman,
Yes.
is very, very difficult. But for you, it probably isn't. You just come flying in, and she flies in and does her thing.
Well, I didn't know what we were going to talk about today because I figured you invite an Irish girl to a bar in the middle of the afternoon.
I think it's great, but where are the
I'm at
drinks?
home.
I mean, where are the drinks? I mean, come on.
I did. I brought just a big box of liquor. It's out there.
It's out there.
Yeah.
Well, it should be here. It shouldn't be out there.
So I'm right at home. You know, the day drinking.
The day
thing is-
drinking
yeah.
thing goes on. You
My
know, after
people.
one, how do they drink in Vegas? Because nobody gets up to 12 o'clock. Nobody goes to bed till 12 o'clock.
Free liquor, though, you know, that's a selling
Free
feature,
liquor?
I would think. If you, yeah, they offer you drinks whether you want them or not, which is always.
Well, I haven't. Yeah, I have had that pleasure, but drinks. The cost of drinks in Vegas is astronomical. I'm not going to say how much they are because I don't want to frighten anybody. But there's not below $10. Believe me.
Well, that's why you want to hang out with me.
I'm gonna
you
hang
know?
out with you. I get
The
all
Irish
free drinks.
people, yeah, we can find it. We sniff it out. It
But
really is.
don't the Irish love to drink, don't they?
Well, you know, yes, we do. We're kind of proud of it. I actually did one of those Ancestry.com tests, and no surprises, my results came back, and all it said was your DNA has a blood alcohol level 4 times the legal limit.
So before even being tested.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
if you
know.
get stopped by
you
the
know?
police, you're guilty.
We're-
You're not guilty.
We're sort of drowning in it. My people from way back in Ireland. So.
Did you agree with it?
Well, I consider myself a moderate, but I do like to enjoy.
I love a nice
a bit
martini.
of
Come on,
whiskey.
6,
I
7
love-
o'clock, a nice
yeah.
martini.
My drink is Manhattan. I love Irish whiskey. I'm pretty traditional when it comes to that, but I like, you know, I don't like to overdo it.
No.
So I lock myself in my house on St. Patrick's Day in Vegas. I learned the hard way. You know, I know what my people are capable of, so I think I want to be safe.
I want to be absolutely. So, what got you into being a comedian?
I actually can trace my interest in comedy way back to my early childhood, where my parents wouldn't allow us to watch Batman because they thought it was too violent.
Really?
But yeah, that's
Now,
the
where
truth.
were you living then?
I lived in Sunnyvale, California.
Sunnyvale, California. So you were in the United States. I'm
Yes.
surprised.
Well, they were relatively conservative, but they loved the program Laugh-In.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
that was a really early influence
So
for
you
me.
were allowed to watch that.
Absolutely.
Well, that was a great program anyway.
It was a wonderful program, and I'm kind of, my husband and I have a podcast, and we had the opportunity to sit down with the creator of Laugh-In, George Slaughter,
Yeah.
and it was one of my favorite interviews because, you know, the late 60s was such a turbulent time, but he figured out the combination of sort of looking at what was going on in the world in terms of the Vietnam War and Richard Nixon resigning and Patty Hearst, and through a
That's
comedic
right. That
lens.
all was all in that time, wasn't it?
It was, but he
Talk
was
about
really.
a disruption. You sure that wasn't 666? Sounds like 666 to me. Total disaster.
That's right. That's right. And I was just a kid. You know, I was
Yeah.
really young back
Well, I
then.
wasn't even
believe it or
born
not.
then.
That's right. I remember that.
No, yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, we
born
hadn't
then.
met yet.
No, not yet.
But I know I was influenced by.
By the comedy side of life, the happy, I call it the happy side of life. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
you want to tell a joke. But in England, when we do jokes or we say something funny, supposedly,
Right.
if we say something and they laugh, we'll laugh, you know, it's funny. But if there's no reaction, we just we have this deadpan face like nothing happened. No, we didn't tell a joke. No, you did not get it because we didn't say it.
We're in denial.
Yeah, we're in total denial.
That's
We
an
have
Irish thing too,
that-
yeah.
Yeah, we have that straight look as if to say, no, I wasn't supposed to be funny. And we're laughing when it went right over their heads.
That's kind of how comedians watch other comedians. They don't really laugh. They go, "Wow, that was really great," but they don't laugh.
They don't laugh.
We're
Now,
students.
when you're about to go on the stage or when you started or whatever, how do you feel? Do you feel nervous? What do you exactly? What does I know what a singer does. I know what most people do. But what does a comedian do to go on the stage and look at all these people, all these deadpan faces, and think, I've got to get them to laugh?
Well, that's that's the challenge that I like. I know that that's the objective. So I'm a little bit motivated in terms of, okay, I'm looking at the crowd and my job is to make all of them laugh.
All of you are going to have happy faces.
Yes, and so I really don't get nervous anymore. It's more of an emotion of excitement.
Yeah.
And I've been doing
And
it
you use
for so
that.
long. Absolutely. Yeah, I do. And, sometimes for big important shows, I get a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
And now, at this point in my life,
She doesn't get nervous at all because doesn't give a damn.
that's number one.
She doesn't care what happens.
Yep, I'm over that. I don't really get, jitters or anything,
No.
but I'm always a little bit worried, that I'm not going to remember all the things that I wanted to talk about, because I have a tendency to sort
Well,
of...
do we ever remember all the things we're going to talk? I always like to say, I'm going to interview this guest and I'm going to ask this and this and this. I look at the interview and I think, what happened to all my questions?
But aren't those the best shows? Would you agree that those are
They are.
sometimes...
That's why I don't pre-interview.
Right.
I love the spontaneity of. I mean, I've never met this woman before in my life. I have not been to any of your shows, which I
But you're
think
going to.
I think there's going to be a little different sort of thing going on now.
That's
and I
right.
guess I come and see your
I
shows.
smell a guest
So,
list.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
guest list.
future.
Ninon on
Yes.
the Ninon on the guest list. I love it. Now talk about guest list on the guest list. What have you got coming up?
I am working, the Laugh Factory here.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
One of the best clubs on the strip, if I do say so.
Absolutely.
They also have a location in
Isn't
Reno.
that in the
Nevada.
Tropicana?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Know my thing.
And it's a great
Yeah, great
club.
place, yes.
Always quality show.
Yes.
And they have a location in Reno, Nevada. So I will be there for a week, starting October 13th.
Oh, soon.
Very soon, and that's exciting for me because after COVID, comedy was very resilient during the quarantine
thing.
lockdown. It really was, and a lot of our friends who are club owners and impresarios,
Yeah.
we'll call them, figured out a way, following the rules, to keep the show
So
going
to keep
on.
them going.
They-
Well, a lot of clubs
yeah.
in Las Vegas did do that.
Yes.
Because they wanted to make sure that they kept the
moat.
I was going to
Yeah.
say kept the laughter.
Well, yeah.
But that's what they wanted.
Yeah,
keep
they
the
did.
laughter.
And-
keep it out there because it's a dramatic time for a comedian or anybody like that. Because you can't. You've got to sing. It's like you have to practice singing every day.
Yes,
Otherwise,
you do.
your voice goes. You've got to practice your jokes. Otherwise, you get dried up.
Without question, and
Yeah.
that was something that was amazing to watch. These club owners saying, "Okay, today we only get to have 40% capacity," and they got out there and they arranged the chairs
The
and
chairs,
tables
yeah.
to meet those rules. So I feel like our industry was really fortunate in that there were always a few places that you could go and go up, and stay fresh. But
It's like walking into a room, I've only got half the people there, but that's only how many they were allowed.
I
It's
know,
like, you
I
don't
know.
have a full audience. Well, you weren't allowed a full
that's
audience.
right, and there had to be a
There had to be 6
distance.
feet or 8 feet or 10, whatever they decided to do. And it's like, I'm not playing to a full house.
Yeah.
But you couldn't.
No, but and you really, people forget that intimacy is a really important element of comedy.
Oh,
I mean,
electricity from people.
Right, like
Electricity.
us.
Yeah,
Can you feel it?
yeah, I can
I
feel
can.
it. What can you feel?
like,
All right, joke time. Not from me. Joke time.
you're going to put me on the spot for a joke? I sneaked in
Well.
one. Well, we can talk about. I was watching the show prior to
Previous,
this one.
yes. Yes.
And the topic, which we will probably see.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that topic. I know what you're talking about.
The women of a certain age.
Yes, the women of a certain age. Yes.
I'm trying to let you set me up for a joke.
I'm going to set you up for it.
Well, I was listening earlier, and
Yeah.
we were talking about how women of a certain age in this industry of entertainment, which
Yeah.
is a big umbrella.
What do we do?
right?
Shut down, or what do we do?
Well, no, I'm the same way. I mean, I just don't let the age thing affect me.
I
and
don't think the age thing should affect anybody
No,
at
I
any
don't.
time.
I agree.
Do you know, and I'm going to tell you why. There is not one single thing in this entire world that's going to stop us from aging.
That's exactly
There
right.
is-
So
there
we
is no
celebrate,
clock. So
correct? Absolutely.
Celebrate aging.
And I always have something that keeps me going, and this is true. Last week, Bruce Springsteen
Yes.
turned 71, and he's still out there performing, right? And
Well, he's
you know,
quite young, actually.
Yeah, he still goes down to the river. He just can't remember why. The joke. I sneaked it in.
Come on, you stuck a
I
joke
snuck
in
it
right
in.
there. Do you know, so, I love what just happened. I'm going to tell you why. Tell you why I
Okay,
like
tell
what
me
just
why.
happened. Because you kind of built that in. I asked you about a joke. You didn't just go straight into a joke. You kind of went around the fence and went up the stairs, and then you fell down the stairs, and then you came back up again and stuck the joke right in there. And
You know, I'm a trained professional. What can I say? I've had some practice doing it.
No,
but
you
I
are
like to sneak
one of
them
the
in.
top. You've got this young lady actually is one of the biggest comedians probably in America.
Oh my! Why? Thank you. I'll take that crown
Yeah.
and wear it with pride. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
yes.
I
But we
appreciate
might
that.
be losing the crown soon, so be careful, because we're going to have. Well, we're still going to have a crown, but it's going to be on a men's head instead of a woman's head.
Well, the princess and what were they? The Meghan and Harry,
Prince
right?
and princess.
You must
Yes.
have strong opinions about that. After
I
they
have
were-
a lot of strong opinions about
Yeah.
that. I do, especially coming from England,
right.
with all the racial things that were going on, because I was brought up not with that.
Mm-hmm.
When I came to America, it was like, what, who cares?
Yeah.
People are people.
Right.
That's how we were brought up. So it was very different for me when I had all this stuff going on. I disapproved of it totally.
Yeah,
because
well, I
we're all
try to,
people.
yeah, of course. But you know, I remember I always try to look at the bright side and the dark side. But when Meghan and Harry were stripped, the bad news is they were stripped of their royal titles, right? But the good news is
No, they still have their royals. They're still
Oh.
the Sussex.
Oh,
Yeah, they're still Prince. I know. She's Princess of Sussex.
well, that's good news. And the
Yeah.
other thing,
No, the bad thing was that they didn't name their son. Did not become a prince.
Okay.
But that's not anything to do with anybody or them. That's the protocol. And if
I
you
see.
go through the protocol, he's actually not in line in the protocol to
Oh.
become prince. It has nothing to do with Meghan or Harry or the Queen. It has nothing to. It's the protocol and how it works.
it's very confusing, though. You
Well,
need a
that's
chart
the British are
to follow
yeah,
it.
the British are bloody confusing anyway. I mean, I'm even confused with me.
Well, and I heard the good news was, though, that the Queen let them keep their Buckingham Palace Netflix account. So that was generous.
Yeah.
That was what I was trying to get to.
See what she does? She slips
Thank
them
you.
in. I was interrupting her all the time.
That's okay.
And she said,
I can bring
she
it
said-
right back,
And she
you
said to
see,
me, she
Ninon,
says, "You're not
yes,
going to
I
let me
can.
get this out. You're going to,
No,
but I'm
that's
going to get it out anyway."
Well, but the other thing about this wonderful location.
Yeah,
where
I
you have
love
your
this
show,
location.
isn't it
Of
great?
course, this is the Art House Theatre,
Yep.
which is we're actually in their. I understand it's a 5-star dining room.
I
there,
heard
which is
that. I'm
amazing.
gonna be back,
And
definitely.
also, I understand they're going to be giving 20% off anybody who comes up here. They
Very
get
nice.
20% off. I believe it's drinks and food and everything, but whatever it is, it's still good to get 20% off.
It's really good.
So you can come up here.
Very
Of course, the
nice.
theatres are amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, we mustn't forget, who our producer is. Our producer is now Maria Pureza.
Love you.
And she's absolutely amazing. Of course,
Problem
her company.
solver.
Yes, she solves all the
Yes,
problems.
she
We've
did.
been watching them. That's why I was saying behind the scenes is amazing. And of
Look at
course-
her laughing. You
and
can
of
make
course,
noise, Maria.
Her
Laugh, laugh,
company
laugh.
is social
Look at her
media
laughing.
shows, and she's laughing away there.
You're supposed to have fun.
Yeah, you got to have fun.
Yeah, that's
what else? So we're going to go in Reno for a week, and then
Yep.
what's got coming up? You said Vegas is buzzing.
Well, that's what I wanted to mention because of this beautiful location. There's so much
Yes.
happening right around here.
Yes.
And again, I spoke of the impresarios and producers who kept things going during COVID. And right in this neighborhood,
Which is the Arts Center.
Yes, within the Arts District, we have two kind of off-strip clubs, and their producers have done an amazing job kind of establishing a brand and a local following, a loyal following. Right here, there's one at the Artisan on
Yes.
Tuesday nights. Every Tuesday night, it's called Fitzy and Friends, if I can put in a plug, because it's
Go ahead.
because they've done an amazing job to just keep the momentum going through all of the restrictions. And it's always a quality show. My friend Sean Fitzsimmons produces that. You can, no cover charge. You can
Oh, that's
go
what
there.
people love,
Yeah.
that no cover charge.
It's great,
So they're
beautiful.
relying on drinks.
Well, free
I think
parking,
I
you
think
know.
they've always done that.
Which
They've
is
always
fine.
done, which is what we're looking for.
That's
Just get
right.
us in the place. We'll have all the drinks
That's
we
right.
want.
And you notice he's an Irish guy too. You see,
Well, he
so
just
gets
knows
it.
how to work it. That's
That's
why.
right. We focus on the liquor.
The touch of the
The freer,
Irish.
the better.
Do they still talk like that? Do they still?
I
do they
have
talk
never fancied the brogue. No.
like- They talk with it like a singing moment, like they're
Little
singing.
leprechauns.
Yeah, those little leprechauns. You're supposed to have a little leprechaun in your house, aren't you? You're supposed to
I
be
think-
lucky.
Perhaps. I don't have one. I
Neither
haven't
do
seen
I.
one, but I consider myself lucky.
Yeah, but you,
As an
well, you
Irish
are
lassie.
lucky. And actually, what she was saying also, she was saying she was so lucky to be married. You're very,
I do feel that.
yes,
Yes.
especially going through the pandemic and everything else. And also, she says, they're great to have around the house when you have to change light bulbs.
It's the truth. We celebrated 29
I thought
years.
they were there for something else. But now I've realized
After
that
29 years, the
They're
only thing that
changing
gets
light bulbs.
plugged is the light bulb.
That's the only thing they can plug
What
into,
can I
right?
say? Yes, you did. You slipped that one in. Yeah. But he's
Trying,
a
I'm trying.
comedian. Well, he's a comedian, so.
Oh, is he? Oh,
Yes, he is.
competition? No.
Not real. Well, my advice to
Him?
Well, maybe the secret of our happy married years, and my advice is marry a road comic, because
He's always on the road,
that's
right?
exactly. So, but
Oh, we're slinging them around,
I'm
right?
trying. But
You don't have to try very hard, do you? She's
well,
amazing.
Thank you. But you asked me that question earlier when
Yeah.
Maria wasn't laughing, when she was working on
Yeah,
the
she was
text
she was
stuff.
very so serious.
Well, throughout the 29 years, though, we have been asked several times, of course, or I have, what is it like to be married to a comedian? And let me tell you, the answer to that question is much different than the answer to the question, what's it like being quarantined with a comedian for 15 months?
Oh,
Because that's very different.
because then you see them all the time and they're throwing jokes and you're
Well, a
throwing
little
jokes
bit.
and who's
little
got the
bit.
better joke?
A little bit.
Do you have competition on who's
No.
gonna throw the better joke today?
We have different styles, so that helps us kind of give the other one a critical eye and
Yeah.
say maybe tweak this, maybe tweak that.
Now, do you ever have any joke you don't like and say, why did you take that joke?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
It's not working for me, it might work for you.
No, it's true, and that's a
No,
nice,
that's-
nice, handy thing to have. And
Yeah.
a couple of times he's done a lot of television and specials, and he did a special Dry Bar, 2 million views. Please check it out. It's a free
2
download.
million views, that's
Bob
a lot
Finney.
of views.
Mhm. And he asked me if he could use one of my jokes on that special, and I said no.
She
Because-
said, no way, she said no, but, well, if you pay me, you can.
Well, I tell you what though, when he did it, we didn't really know that he would get 2 million views.
So
But
did you like it anyway?
well, I just didn't want people to think it was one of my favorite jokes. And I thought, if you do it on that show and then somebody hears me telling it, they're going to think that
You stole it from him.
Yes.
On that, we've got to wrap up.
Oh, we
How
gotta
can
wrap.
people get? How can people get? I
wanted
love
to
this
stay
woman.
all
She's
day.
amazing. Yeah, why not? We have a couple of martinis.
That's
Come
right.
on, where's the bartender? How can people reach you?
Facebook is my best bet. You can
What do you
stalk me
mean,
there.
under what name?
Erin O'Connor with an OR at the end. And I post all of my upcoming shows. We have a brand new club right in the neighborhood too. Not we, but Wise Guys is here. That's a great club right here downtown.
The
I'm there
Weisenheimer.
on a lot of Wednesdays. You can find me there. And my other friend Steve McAnally has a great club right here at the
Awesome.
barbecue place. So just look for me. I'm popping up
As
everywhere.
you
And thank
said,
you so much.
Aaron, everything is opening
Yes.
up, and a lot of people are giving great things away. Like
Yes.
the art house theater, we're giving away 20%, so that's great. So everybody's trying to get people in. Because
Yes.
people are so used to being out, so now
Exactly.
we've got to get them back in. And I think, I truly believe people cannot wait to come back out again and start living and enjoying. And also the hot weather's gone.
I know.
So we've got the
Yeah.
beautiful days. We've got the best time of Vegas is right now. So don't
Without
forget
question.
to fly in. I also understand they've opened up a lot of the airlines. So all over the world. And I know this show is going all over the world. So if you want to fly in, they're breaking up all these airlines. And they're, So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so is COVID over? Yay!
Come on,
Come
come
on,
visit
Vegas.
us.
Come on. Thank you for watching
Thank you
Vegas
so much
Live
for
with
having
Ninon,
me.
and we'll be right back with our next guest. Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. You know, I have to say something. I love this live streaming. I have been doing this for about 2 or 3 weeks now. Absolutely love it because this is the in thing. I have Ross Chronic with me. And is live streaming is the real thing that's in now?
Give thanks. Yes, that is.
It is. It's right.
Yeah,
Everybody's doing
streaming,
live
yeah.
streaming, and everybody's out there, and everybody wants to. So it's like you can't make a mistake. Well, I don't sort of practice anything or do anything, so it's real for real with you and I, because I haven't met this guy. Ross, I've never met you.
I haven't either, but it's great right now. It's very good to meeting you right now. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Wait a minute. Are you from Jamaica?
Yes, I am.
See? See? I recognize the accent. I recognize. What part of Jamaica? I love Jamaica.
I was originally born and grew up in James Hill, Clarendon.
Yes.
That's in the country, central Jamaica.
Is that near Manchester?
Close to Manchester.
Yeah,
Actually,
because-
my dad is from Manchester.
Your dad's from Manchester. See, I know my stuff. I know my stuff. And then you got Kingston,
Yes.
Ocherius.
I used to live in Ocherius. That's
You
where I
lived in
migrated from.
You're
to
from
America.
Ocherius to America. Now,
Yeah.
Ocherius, they have the Playboy Club there that goes down in tears,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
See, I know his country more than he knows his country. I love it. So now you came from there. Look, they have absolutely incredible music there.
Oh, yes, we do have some great music coming out of Jamaica.
You do have some. It's like a Rastafarian music, isn't it? It's like a.
it's the
It's
people's
a rap
music.
music. It's a rap music, but not a rap music.
Yeah, it's the people's music. It's music that was created through Rastafari.
Yes.
You know, but
What
yeah.
is a Rastafarian? I know what a Rastafarian is, but what is a Rastafarian? Is it the dreadlocks
No, Rastafari mean one without fear.
with no fear?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so we ain't
So,
got no
so
fear.
they have no fear, and the reason that they have rhythm, they have voices, and they just make up songs. I mean, I can walk by and you can make up a song about me just walking by. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's what they do, and it's amazing. They make up this incredible song. So how's life treating you now in jolly old Vegas?
Life been great, you know. I give thanks, you know, for where I'm at now, and yeah, I just have to continue to give thanks because it's very great.
Do you have a group, or how do you perform with a group? Or do
I have a band.
You have a band?
Yeah, we go out with a band when we're doing our stuff.
Okay. And how's it been now? You're getting back into I was going to say getting back into the rhythm of it, but that's no pun intended. I'm so sorry. These things do happen, you know. That's
Yeah.
okay. So are you getting back out there now? Is it starting
Yeah, we're putting things together now to actually, since COVID, I get to do one show at the Silverton at the Veal.
Oh, you're the Silverton.
And that was in late July.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh.
you know, we're trying to get more stuff
Have
going
more
now
stuff going.
while more things is opening.
Yeah, I think more things are opening. I hear out that they are, and people are very excited, and the airlines are opening up. Everything's opening up now. Did you get COVID?
No,
You didn't.
no.
Now, do you know why you didn't get it? Because I meet a lot of people that didn't get it, so I don't know who had it.
You know the reason why I didn't get it? Because my eye self-control me, so it just leads me in the path of where it's not there.
No, it's not there, so you take good care of yourself.
Yes.
He's obviously not in crowds, right?
No, as I said, when your body's strong, your system is strong.
Yeah.
You know, your immune system and
Yes.
stuff, you fight off any form of.
Well, touch wood, I didn't get it either, so I guess my immune system has fought it all off. I don't know. I'm finding a way there. But
Yes.
I never really, it really didn't affect me at all because I still had my show going, I still had everything happening. So I think, you know, mind over matter. What you put out there is what you get back.
Sure.
Absolutely. So how long have you been singing?
I've been singing from professional, or because I've been singing from. They would say, "Well, from a little bit." Or from birth I was doing it, but the time when you use your feet and tear the sheet, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But you grow and you nurture the talent.
Yes.
And
so
then,
you nurture your talent in movement and singing.
Yes, yes.
So when you move
So you
around,
grow.
so you grow with your talent. That's a lovely way of putting
know,
it.
so-
You grow with your movements.
Yes.
And then you intervene all these words coming in.
Yes, so you grow. So I've been doing it for a while. Professionally, my first record was done 22 years ago. It's called More Than Gold, Gold in My Treasure. And
You wrote that one.
yes, I wrote all of my songs.
You write all your songs.
All my songs.
Where did you get the inspiration from?
The
Some pretty
inspiration,
girl passing by.
the inspiration, it comes naturally now. It's natural as the mystic, you know.
And so when you start to get all the lyrics together and you start saying this and you say this and then you bring that word in and that word in and then that phrase in and then it all comes together. Is that how it works?
It works, yes, sometimes like that, because sometimes you like in a melody,
Yes.
and then by humming the melody, you continue, you feel it, you know, and the more you feel it, the more energy you
The
have
more
to
energy
create
you
it.
have to, yes.
You know,
I
so
know that
as a
feeling.
co-creator, you will always create.
So
as
what
long
comes
as-
first, the melody or the lyrics?
sometime-
I never know why.
Sometimes the lyrics will come,
How do
but
you
sometimes
get the-
you'll be.
How do you get the melody?
The melody is natural enough, because when you have the word, you only have to put a melody to the word
You put the
to
melody.
to complete the creation.
But there's thousands and thousands, millions of melodies out there.
Millions. That's how
And how do
talented
they
we are.
cre- I love
Humanity.
that. This is what you call Ross. It's being very, very modest.
Yeah,
how great.
that's
But they
reality.
are.
That's the fact, you know. I mean,
Yes.
listen to all the artists out there. They create a melody with what they're doing, and so do I.
I immediately think of Whitney Houston. You know, she was one of my greatest loves of life. I
she's
think she was just
amazing.
amazing, and she was such a natural person of singing and words, and it just flowed.
Yes.
You know, and I often think that you know, obviously many people are born into it, but some people don't have that flow or that. You know,
Yes, but when you don't have that flow, you have to go and
find it.
find it, because
Yeah.
it's there. It's just to open to it. The universe is here for everyone.
It's probably freeing yourself up.
Yes.
It's getting yourself free to make it happen. Because if you're tense and you're worried about what do I look like, how do I stand, what do I do, do I make a movement?
Think you're gonna make music, you know?
You're gonna make music.
Because this is I want you to have one of my new album. It's called Wild and Free.
Oh, I love that. Wild and Free. That's Vegas.
Yeah, yeah. It's a
Thank
very
you very
nice
much.
album.
So why do you have the horse?
Because
know why?
the horse represent
Wild and
wildness.
free.
Yeah,
It's
wild and free. Yeah.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Ross Chronic, absolutely amazing. So what have you got coming up? Have you got anything coming up?
I don't have any live show at this particular moment, but I'm putting some stuff. Some stuff will be happening very early, very
Okay,
soon.
you just said live, so are you doing other stuff? Are you recording and are you getting it
yes.
on all these different platforms in the media?
Yes, right now I'm promoting this album, Wild and Free.
Wild and
And I'm also just finished a recording. Actually, I just got the master back last night, and it's an amazing song. And
And what's
I'm
that?
also...
That's Wild and Free or
No,
another
it's
one?
not on Wild and Free.
That's another one.
That's another one. That's a new song.
Can you give me a couple of lines of it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, let's have a couple of lines.
You know, it's Jaja lighter shine bright. Me family don't worry. No, no. Don't let no wicked out in your territory. Yes, now. Jaja lighter shine bright. Me family don't worry. No, no. Don't let no wicked out in your territory. Tell them, concentrate, meditate, everything will be great. Connect with your higher self, balance all your trackers, them set things straight to turn your life around. It never too late. Just give thanks to Jah and start appreciate. Day by day we learn from we mistake, even though sometimes we have to give and take. Step up, show the world that you're great. Jaja lighter shine, bro. One love.
I love it. That's fabulous. Absolutely amazing. Now that's like rapping, but it's not really because
Yes.
it's a little bit like it because you've got a rhythm going there and a song going in
And
there,
a melody with
and
it.
the melody. So you have a band for that
Yes,
when
we have a band when we're doing it live.
when you do it live.
Yes.
So when will that be coming out?
That should be releasing on October 8th on a
Oh,
single.
that's next week.
Yes.
That's soon.
It will be on the Pandemic record label.
Okay, Pandemic record label.
yeah, that's
so
all.
where do they all go? Do they go to Pandemic or do they go to your label?
No, that's gonna be on the Pandemic label, which is my brother label.
Your brother, okay.
Yeah, my younger brother started a label it's called Pandemic, Pandemic Records. So
Don't forget to go to Pandemic Records because that's his brother. We've got to promote that.
So my label, that's a Wild and Free. It's I have a Lovebird Music Enterprise. That's my label. So we're doing some stuff.
You're doing a lot of stuff.
We'll give thanks. We give thanks for the energy.
Now, with the pandemic, you obviously had a lot of stuff going on with social media and putting it out there. So was
yes.
it good for you?
It was
Okay.
because they filter me.
Yeah, because you weren't used to that. You were more used to performing.
Yeah, but not only that, my video being filtered on YouTube, it been, so because I'm speaking the facts in the song.
Also, what do you mean filtered? So it means filtered. It's been
Yes.
filtered in and it's been
they ban it.
filtered
They
in
ban
the
it.
brand
They
name.
ban it. Yeah.
So what words do you have to change that they won't ban it?
They want me to re-edit it,
That's what I'm saying. If you re-edit it,
but the lyrics of the song's gonna be remain the same.
well, what's the point of re-editing it then? Now I'm really confused. So
Yeah.
do you mean second time around they might not notice what happened the first time around?
Well, probably content of the video, but most of the clippings was from the TV news.
Did you tell them that? And
They
said
know
didn't
that.
care?
I don't have to tell them that. They know that.
Well, that's why they censor it and do all this stuff. They're supposed to know what's going on. So, all right. So, let's put it this way: it's good for one person, but not good for the other. Is that? Sounds like politics to me. sounds like something I don't want to get into.
Me either.
I don't get into politics.
Right.
I'm kind of like a little round robin here. I like everybody and, float around there. So how can people get hold of you and how can they get this record and how can they get the new one? It's coming out on October the 8th.
Yeah, this album is on all major digital platforms, Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, my website, rosschronic.com. It's all over.
It's all over.
Yeah, it's all over.
And that's what the thing is. The game in this day and age is social media. And there's any platform you can put it on, even if just one person sees it, doesn't matter. You got one more than you had before, right?
That's a fact.
And it all adds up.
Yeah.
We get one here, one there. And, there's so many networks and platforms out there that you can be on. Of course, we're all doing the same thing as you're doing in a different way of getting you out there and the entertainment people out there. Absolutely amazing. I want to thank actually the Art House Theatres for letting us. We're now filming in here. Absolutely wonderful. You love it. They are giving 20% off on any food in this incredible 5-star restaurant, which is fabulous. It's got a great view and everything else. So don't forget to come up here. And then of course they've got the theatre, and they've got the bar right behind me. Nice drink, huh? Anyway, don't forget to go to YouTube, Vegas Live with Ninon. Don't forget to subscribe and keep watching. We're moving. Take care. Thank you very much. Amazing, isn't it?
Welcome. Much love.
know whether to welcome you to Vegas Live with Ninon or to welcome you to Dana Day. I'm a little bit confused here. I don't know which one is going to come first. She's been on so many shows, and now I'm like Johnny come lately. Hello.
No, never, never.
See,
Hello,
I paid her
Ninon.
to say that. Was $20 enough?
20 bucks will do just fine.
Dana Day is a very good friend of mine. I met Dana
Very
Day
good
probably about 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And we were having lunch somewhere up in Somerville, I don't know where we were, it doesn't matter.
Somerville.
Somerville, I don't know where we were. Wherever we were, it didn't matter. And
Something
we just
with an
kind
S.
of, yes, with an, yeah, whatever, however you want to spell it. I don't
Right.
care, I'm from England, we spell things differently anyway.
Yeah.
We spell with a K. You know, well, we like Ks before S's. Anyway, Dana Day, you are amazing. Now, Dana Day, now, I'm seeing her on all these shows. She's interviewing Barbara Brighton, and then she's interviewing
The Jets. We did the
The
Jets
Jets?
this morning.
You did the Jets?
10 from 10 to 11. We had the Jets. We had Leroy, Heine, Rudy, and then their niece who is doing the female lead vocals now.
Really?
Yes, and we're taking a group to the show on Friday night.
She's now taking over my show because she's become a host, so I'm going to sit here and listen to her.
I'm the host. Yeah, I'm taking over here for Nina. No, nobody would ever do that. Nobody would ever do
Well, I'm just let her do it. I don't care. I mean, you know, it saves me
No.
time. I'll save the voice. This is called The Voice. No, but anyway, getting back to Dana, when I met her, absolutely amazing. And I just liked her. I just thought she was very nice. And since then, we've been very good friends. And I've kind of helped her to
We
sort
hang
of,
out.
to get her back into the business, to get her feel good. And you are starting to feel so good about yourself. You are looking, you cut your hair, you've got the makeup on, you're dressed to go on set. You look amazing.
I learned that from you, my mentor,
Yeah,
Nina.
I'm her mentor. I told her, I said, listen, you cannot go out at night, and I must go tell everybody out there, you cannot go out at night just with flip-flops and socks and shorts and, you know, you can't do that.
No, Ninon says you need to look
I said,
camera
"You've got
ready
to-"
at all
I
times.
said, especially she's a singer.
Well, I am dressing up. I'm just.
Look at you.
I didn't go out a
She looks
lot
better
for
than I do.
about
Holy
2
shoot.
years. I stayed. I was
I know you
because this
did.
COVID thing freaked me
Oh,
out.
she
but
freaked out.
Now I'm out. I'm making up for lost time.
You better make up for lost time
Yeah.
because she's got a great voice, number one.
Thank
In
you.
your interviews, you're getting there. I must say, you're doing very, very good. You're
Thank
looking
you.
good. You're getting the confidence.
I-
You know,
I
it takes
don't-
time, but you're doing wonderful. You're
Thank you.
absolutely amazing. And this is through Maria Pureza. Maria has been amazing. She's sort of, she's actually my new producer. She now produces the show, which is
She
of
does
and
a
her
great
company.
job, too.
And her company is social media shows. And then we've got this incredible place here, which is the Art House Theatres, which is at the Art District.
Yeah.
So talk about sort of, you
Trendy.
know, we're getting into the real sort of, you know, the artsy side of it.
The
And
artsy
and-
side.
And all because of Maria. Maria's put this all together. So
Maria.
Maria, thank you very much. Who? And I
I've
haven't
been
got to that
helping-
yet. I haven't got to the talent quarter. Now that helping me tell me my lines, which is fine. I don't mind being told my lines. I mean, especially coming from Maria, I got to listen. Now she's also. I got to pay attention, my dear. Anyway, now she's also part of Maria's group,
Yeah.
and you are now getting all the talent. Now there couldn't be anybody better getting talent because you know
Well,
the
thank
talent.
you. Well, I know there are a lot of people that I've crossed paths with in my life
Yes.
who I mean, I haven't even started, you know, I was so happy, Aaron, and just there are many people
There's
that,
many people.
there are
out there.
many people,
You
I
know-
haven't even scraped the
And
surface.
it's funny, the people that we're getting, we get some people that haven't really quite made it yet, but they're getting there. But then the middle group that we interview, actually, they don't want to be down here,
Yeah.
and they can't be up here. So
Yeah.
we have this incredible platform
Yeah.
where they can actually come on and we can hear who they are, what they are, because they're going, I mean, Vegas is the talent place of the world, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is, absolutely. Yes, and there are the people who have not made it, the people who are there, and then the people that have really
Oh, we
made
get
it.
the people up there too. They'll
Like
come on
our
show.
comedian that you
Yeah,
interviewed,
she's
Aaron.
Aaron, yeah.
Yes.
She's one of the top comedians probably in the world.
Yeah, she
And-
was on
as-
Living
as
Color.
a woman.
She was on Living Color, the show. You didn't even scratch the surface with her.
No, well, next time.
Yeah, and she has a
We were
very
trying to get jokes out of her.
She did.
She lined up for all the jokes and she got a lot of jokes.
the
out.
DNA came out, what is it, 40% alcohol or something?
Something
I love
like
that one.
Yeah, but also, I love the one when she can watch, the Queen's approved of the Netflix.
Oh yeah, that was a good
I
one.
thought that was, see, I remember them too.
Let's bring her back. I'll get
Now,
up.
let's get put down to you. Now, you're a singer, you've been singing you sang the national anthem for the opening of...
I did the national anthem on June 6th, the first full capacity, when we got back to, after they were letting everyone,
They still had, they didn't have the
full
sixth
capacity.
full capacity.
I did the national anthem.
We were all
that
like little
night.
children, we were all allowed out without
Yeah, we were allowed
but we
out
had to wear
again.
our masks.
We had to wear our masks. So I did that, and I've been doing, because the last time you had me on, I wasn't really doing
You
anything.
weren't doing anything.
But now
She blossomed.
I did a show called Vegas Beyond the Strip, and my episode just came out. So that's Sam Shockley and Patrick Barney.
Yes.
And they have a studio, and it's all the walls are green, so it's the green screen, and it's really interesting when you shoot your episode. So I did a half Patsy Cline and half Karen Carpenter.
Sing me a little Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline? Okay. I go walking after midnight out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you.
I love it. I love it. It's a beautiful voice.
Thank
I
you.
love you when you do the Patsy Cline
Thank
thing.
you.
You've got that really down.
Thank
haven't
you. I hope-
But you're not an impersonator, that's just what
No.
you sing.
But I'm very good at imitating people. My late sister and I, when we talk about people, we're explaining something, we
Yes.
become the people.
Yes.
So we do their mannerisms and we do their
See,
sounds.
look, she's doing it right now. I
We
don't know
have
who
to-
she's doing right now, but...
I haven't
Are you
gotten
being your
you
sister
down
right
yet.
now?
I haven't gotten you down yet.
Yeah, we've got to get the voice.
We have to get the
The,
voice.
the voice is very difficult to get because it could change.
That's true.
It could change, but...
And you have a very beautiful English accent.
Thank you.
Because they're all different time. You have the Beatles,
Thank you, Mum
the
and Dad.
Beatles. You have the different
Well,
types.
they're all different.
Yes.
Yeah, our dialects in England, that tells us.
Yeah.
You know, we don't go by money, how much money, we go by accents.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we go by, and if they have they could be multimillionaire coming from the East End of London,
Yeah.
they will not be accepted into certain
Yeah.
parts. It's really bad, but that's just how it is, unfortunately. But yeah, we're very.
so it's
we're
and I've heard
yeah.
that before.
Yeah, it's very much the accent.
And trying to think what else I'm doing the shows with you, but let's see.
You're doing
So,
Bumblebees or Bumblebees? What are you doing? What's that show?
I'm going to do the Crooners Inc. I'm their special guest on
Crooners
the
Inc.
27th. Crooners
They're
Inc.
fabulous. They've been on our
I'll
show.
be, yes. But we both went Monday night. We were at the Luke Perry Personality Awards show.
Yes.
So you
we
and I
had
both
we had a
received our
fabulous photograph
awards.
which is put up there. and it
Yes.
looks
Oh, that
absolutely
was a great
lovely.
one. Our faces
Yes,
are
we had
holding-
we had
So,
our
yeah.
awards and everything. That was
Yes.
a lovely evening. Luke Perry was supposed to be on our show, by the way, but unfortunately he got vertigo, and unfortunately with vertigo, if you know what it is, it goes dizzy, and he can't drive, so he couldn't get her. So
Yeah,
he's
it's
probably
really
fine
sad.
now, but you know.
Feel
but-
better, Luke.
yeah, Luke, we feel better. We love
we
you.
want Luke
That's
to
all.
feel better because
Absolutely.
he did a great job, and
Absolutely.
we had a lot of the people, not all of them, but it was fun, and we had a great night.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
well,
we
we're going to
did.
close out now, and we're going
Thank
to.
you.
How can people reach you?
Dana Day, Daye on Facebook, and then Dana Day _ Las Vegas on Instagram. And that's how
She
you can
does a
find
lot
me.
of openings. She's in a lot of shows. She does a lot of stuff.
Doing a lot
And-
lately,
and she's
more than I
lately
was.
She's coming out. She's sort of, it's
Finally,
like the grand.
hallelujah.
I feel like she's 18 years old and she's getting, coming out in life.
Age doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter at all. She even cut
No.
her bangs for me. Look, you cut
She
her
said,
bangs.
"Get
I made
the
her
hair out of your
she
eye."
She had all this hair out and she even cut that. You look a fab. I love
No, my
her.
hair grew actually. It
Yeah.
looked shorter
Well,
because
that's because you cut that and then this could grow. That's why I
Yes.
don't know. What do
Yes.
I know?
But
Thank you for
thank
watching
you.
Vegas.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you for
Thank
watching
you.
Vegas Live with Ninon.
right.
And of course, you know where we are. We're at the Art House Theatre down here in Las Vegas. Amazing. And don't
20%
forget
off.
social media shows is who produces us and puts us all together and keeps us together. And they try to keep me in line, but it's not working. But we'll be right back with our next guest. You take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
again, Vegas Live with Ninon, and you can see next to me I have a beautiful young lady. I've never met her before. Her name is Shayla. And wow, are you beautiful?
Thank
Look
you
at
so
her,
much.
look at that smile. It's
Thank
nothing
you.
brighten anybody's day.
Thank you. You know beauty recognizes beauty, so
Oh, how cool is that? Cool, that was like a hook, wasn't it? I love it, I love it.
thank you.
So you're in Vegas, and so what's going on in your life?
Right now, I am experiencing a lot. I'm traveling, I'm performing different venues. I'm having so much fun with my management team with just the whole.
Did you get a new management team, or what did you change to make all this happen?
Well, I'm pretty much my surroundings and people around me. So my management team I've been with since pretty much the beginning of this year, and we really went into effect with the whole contract signing back in April.
Wow.
And ever
So
since
you have a contract signed with whom?
with Southway Talent Group, that's with because I do acting also.
So you're an actress as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And that's when I first got started. I got started earlier this year with acting, so I'm really new into all of that. But music, that's my heart, and it just progressed as I started working more towards my goal.
Did you kind of decide and make your mind up that I've got to take charge of this, and I've got to take charge of who I am,
Yes.
and get it out there? Did you decide that?
Yes, yes.
Because
It's very
sometimes, yes, you leave it to other people, and sometimes it doesn't go according to plan because you really haven't given them the right message of what you want.
Exactly. So.
So what did you do to get this? Because you've got it going.
Thank you. I would say first and foremost, you have to believe in yourself. You have to be confident that whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you want to do, that you love, you have to go for it.
Yes.
And you have to be,
You have to own it.
you have to own it. I would say
Yeah.
like vigorous, just tenacious. You have to be
Yes.
tenacious and going for your dreams and your goals. And you have to set limits for yourself in that area. Which, when I say that, I mean discipline. Like, you have to discipline yourself into.
Yeah, because you can't do the normal things, because you've got to take care of your voice, you've got to take care of your body, you've got to do a lot of, there's a lot goes into it. It's
Yes.
not just getting up there and singing, because the majority of people, that's what they do. They go, and then, why can't I get on, or why can't I do it? Because you've got to be different. You've got to
Right.
make this body different, and you've got to make the voice different, you've got to look different,
And
right?
you have to feel good. And first and foremost, like, the number one saying that I always go by is you have to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself,
Love yourself first.
yes. If you don't love yourself first, you can't love others around you. And, that's big energy that I go by, because I respect everyone that comes around me, that gives me love and support, because I want to do the same thing.
So what did you kind of suddenly decide? You suddenly thought, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything, and I've got to get myself. What did you first start to do? And I'm asking you that question for all the younger generation out there, because they get lost.
Right.
What did you exactly do?
Well, first and foremost, I focus on what's important
To
first,
you.
to me first. So whatever it is that I'm doing more, and right now, and that's performing. I love every aspect in music and entertainment, as far as recording, singing, acting. I love it all.
Yeah.
But what I'm focusing first right now is performing. So what I do to get myself ready on that is I practice.
And you mean going out there with a microphone in your hand, right?
Yes.
I'm going to say like a Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was a performer. He performed and then he sang. But his performance attracted people so much, but that also gave him the energy of the voice and everything that came out.
Yes. And I felt that when I first started performing and being in front of a big crowd, but it's that excitement. It's that people will describe it sometimes as nervous.
Well, use your nervous energy. That's one of the greatest things you can ever do in life.
Right, because it only makes me more excited. And
Yeah.
It's like a challenge for me too. So
Yeah.
I love challenges to where it's going to uplift me and motivate me and to inspire others. So that's why I love what I do.
So when you said you went out into this big crowd, how big was the crowd?
Oh, the first one, it was halftime I did in July back at Las Vegas gym. It was a basketball game with the Phoenix. Not the Phoenix. It was the Pharaohs and the Mustangs, the Silver Mustangs. So I was rooting for the Silver Mustangs, and halftime I got a chance to perform one of my singles in front of the entire crowd.
Oh my goodness.
And
so what was that? 5,000, 10,000, 20,000?
it was a
A
nice.
lot, but a lot of
I'm
people.
not. I haven't gotten there just yet. I'm almost there. Almost there. It's coming. So.
I love the confidence.
Yes,
I love that.
yes. But it was a nice sized crowd. But I thought I would be more nervous than what I ended up being. But I wasn't.
You
I
were
was
probably,
excited.
I was going to say, you probably put the excitement thing on it. You were so excited getting
Yes,
that.
yes.
So what sort of songs are you into? What are you into? Rap? Are you into?
I love all genres. That sounds good. I listen to a lot of R&B, hip hop, pop music, culture.
It's funny
and-
how R&B has stayed in, hasn't it?
Yes.
R&B sort of took this platform and it just continues it.
Right. I love like rock and roll, trap music. I love
Yeah.
trap music also. So it's just a different mixture in the genre because how I feel like when people ask me what type of genres, I just say good music. If it sounds good to my ear, like if it's
And
a-
also, isn't it a kind of what you take onto your vocal cords and what you can sing? Because, you know, I don't care what anybody says, every single singer out there and every person, they have their own thing. Everybody has their own thing. You might say, well, it's just another singer. There is no such thing as just another singer because every voice is very, very different.
and unique, yes.
And it is unique, and I think that's what singers out there should understand. That don't worry, you're just another singer coming along. You're not, because you've got that own voice. It doesn't. I mean, even if you sing exactly are like Whitney Houston, you're not Whitney Houston. You're not going to sing like her because she has her own vocal cords.
Right.
So it's all sort of, you know, as you said at the very beginning, take charge of yourself.
Right.
So what have you got coming up, and what's happening?
Right now, there's another performance. I'll be at a club tomorrow. Big time DJ out here, DJ Crisco.
Crisco. Okay,
And,
yeah, we all know Crisco.
Yes, and it'll be my first time meeting her. So I'm excited to be at her venue to perform.
Yes.
And I can't wait to meet her. So that's coming up tomorrow at her club.
And you'll be singing there, or what will you be doing there?
Yes, she's gonna play my music at her club for the first time, and she'll have me perform.
And you're
two
going
of
to
my
perform.
songs. Yes, All Eyes on Me, Pajamas and Heels. It's on all platforms, so feel free to go to YouTube, Tidal, Apple, Spotify, any platform that you listen to music is all on there. And the big event that's coming up next month. Do you love fashion?
I love, yes.
Oh my goodness! So this is gonna be my first time ever being at a fashion show performing.
I used to do. I was a model when I started out. When I don't know how old you are, but I was 16 when I
Oh my
started out.
goodness.
My first modeling show was in Plymouth, and I was a bride. And
Oh,
I remember
wow.
I was thinking, well, if I'm going to be a bride, I'll never be a bride again. I was so nervous, but yeah, I was.
Well,
But,
that explains
yes.
the looks. That
Yeah,
explains.
yeah, I used to do modeling and everything else. I love modeling. Of course, you're nice and tall, so you do modeling, right?
Oh, I'm so tall. 5'5"? Is that?
I'm
that's average.
5'6". Yeah, that's your average.
Okay.
Yeah, your average. So anyway, you're going to be performing.
There at VEG. It's VEG, right? That's the. It's Las Vegas Fashion Week.
Yeah, Las Vegas Fashion Week.
Yes.
Okay.
And I got sized up a few days ago. The lady, her name is Priscilla. She's the one that's going to be designing the outfit. So she sized me up really nice. And
She's going to make your own outfit and everything.
yes, and
She's so
this
excited.
is, I know this is crazy because
You've never done this before, right?
I've never done this before, but I used to watch Victoria's Secret's.
Oh yes,
the
yeah.
fashion
Oh, how
show. You know how they have the
They-
pretty models
they have
walk by.
Yes, but they always have these gowns and these things. They're see-through and feathers,
Yes.
and they kind of float down the aisleway.
Yes, and what's crazy is I would love watching like different performers there, like artists like Justin Timberlake, Rihanna. They have The Weeknd there performing, and I just love how they were interacting with the models, and I just thought it was a crazy experience to be a part
Well, now you're
of.
going to be part of it.
This is crazy.
That's exciting.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
So
that is exciting.
thank you. I'm more than ready. So I want to do. I know I'm good for it. So I'm just.
That's
Gonna,
good, but this is going to expand, doing something you've never done before. So this is now something else you can put into your little sort of calendar and your what you're doing of experiencing. And I think each time you do something that's a little different,
right.
that sort of gives you even more confidence.
Yes. Yes.
And that's what it's, I don't think she needs confidence because she seems to have it anyway.
I just love doing what I do, and I'm enjoying every experience right now. Everything that's happening right now it's new to my life. Like that's why I'm all for it.
You're just going for it and
Yes.
going for it and going for it. And I think that's what you, how old are you? Or you don't have to say.
I'm gonna say
She's
21 and up.
21 and holding.
21 and up.
21 and holding. 21 and holding.
Yes.
But being a new experience and doing all this and sort of creating, you're creating yourself.
Yes.
So keep creating who you are and what you are, and never be ashamed of anything you do, because there's always a reason why you do certain things and why you know. Do you write your own lyrics?
Yes.
You do?
Yes. I love to write. And
Is it an incident that happens, or is it just a feeling you have coming in that kind of these lovely feelings come through and then you put them down and you start singing them?
I would say it's a mixture, because sometimes when I hear a song, when I hear a beat, and I just connect with it automatically, I just start writing how I feel to that song.
Yeah. And
And
it just comes to you.
right. And then other times I've already written a song to another beat, but maybe that beat was already sold to a different artist, or maybe
You have to find a different beat for the words.
right, or maybe it just didn't work out, or I'll hear another instrument or another beat that sounds better with the lyrics that I wrote to, and I was like, oh my goodness, I love this. This goes perfect to what I wrote some time ago.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
maybe like
So you can switcheroo and change it around and
Yes.
sort of make it feel good.
yeah. So it's all about.
So when are you going to have a hit? What you got planned?
When am I gonna have it here?
Yeah.
I thought I already had a few already.
You've had a lot of hits.
I have 3 singles out already that
See?
that people consider hits.
Are they hits?
To me, I would say it's a hit, but in
So what are they?
All Eyes on Me, Pajamas and Heels, and Never Intended for Us.
Pajamas.
Pajamas and Heels. That's for my sexy ladies.
I
right
love
there.
that.
So it's a feel good song for all my women that you could dress up nice and like.
No, put
be
high heels
sexy.
on.
Yes. So it's all about.
I think women should get rid of all these flip-flops and everything and start wearing high heels, because, I mean, they might be comfortable, it might be nice, but who wants to see all these feet? You know, let's
legs are it too.
You've got high heels on.
I have like the wedges.
Yeah, you got the wedges and everything on.
Yes.
Absolutely. Do you like all the flip-flops and shorts, and
It-
especially the men?
It depends on the outfit that I'm wearing, but I'm a heels lady.
Yeah.
I love heels.
Yeah, I love heels too.
Yes.
How can anybody reach you to get hold of you? Because Miss Hit, I'm going to call her Miss Hit now.
You can reach me on Instagram. I go by Moonchild_Shay. Again, that's Moonchild_Shay, SHAY. Find me on there. Follow your gal. Show some love and support. I really appreciate it. And look me up on through my name on all music platforms, Shayla Cheatham. And
Shayla Cheatham.
yes.
Okay?
So once you go on
Shayla.
my Instagram, you'll see my full name there. You just
Put
type
that in anywhere. Put that into Google and you'll find her.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Yes.
Well, Shayla, it's been a pleasure having you. You're
Thank you so
wonderful. You're
much.
an up-and-coming star. Well, you're already a star, actually.
Thank you.
She's already got 3 hits, so you're more than most people out there, that's for sure.
I really
And you're
appreciate
doing
it.
very, very well.
And there's more to
And,
come, too.
There's plenty. I love how she feels about the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, because you're the one making it get there.
Yes. And it's not just me by myself, it's also my team also.
Your whole team.
Yes.
So anybody particular in your team you want to give a shout out to?
Yes. Shout out to my guy Victor Battle with Hoop Shots TV. My other management team, Crystal Ellis, she goes by Hey Movie Girl on Instagram. My co-partner in the management team that's in the background, that's Larry, he goes by Dantana. I'm showing so much love.
Larry Dantana I've known for a long time. He's always been around town, but God, did he get lucky with you? Holy shoot. Larry, what did you do out there? He got it right. He did it right because he's always doing it.
I'm so happy that I met Larry. Like he's been great.
He's pushing you
support.
and helping you, and you know.
Yes.
But you have to have the talent for Larry. I can tell you that right now. So obviously you do.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I
Absolutely
see,
wonderful.
yeah, because he knows what he's doing.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
So don't forget the house theatre, the art house theatre, where you can actually come up here and have a beautiful lunch or dinner or whatever they're doing here.
This is
And
beautiful.
it's absolutely lovely. It's very quiet and very nice and very tranquil. And also we want to thank Social Media Shows, who is our producer, executive producer is also Maria Pureza. And of course, you know, got Vegas Live with Ninon. Don't forget to go to YouTube and check them out, do them all. And thank you everybody out there for putting us up and for liking us and for following us and for, you know, it's just amazing. I don't know what to say because it's because of all of you out there have made us what we are. And thank you so much. We'll be right back next week. You take care.